You're about to discover how a natural law of the universe predicted Bitcoin's price high in the last bull market and what it's saying about the next bull market. We're also going to use it to discover Ethereum's price high in the next market and figure out how to use it for your favorite altcoin. And be sure to watch till the end because I'm also going to show you how you can learn to earn passive crypto every single day. Hey there, I'm Matt, aka Daily Crypto Bull, over on TikTok, YouTube, etc. TikTok is where I have my biggest following and I spend most of my time. I've been in crypto for pushing 7 years now, and I've made a ton of mistakes. And through all that, I've also learned a few things. Started TikTok, maybe 2 years ago, built quite a following there. We do a lot of live streams, had a lot of fun, made a lot of content, and really the community has helped me learn a lot of things also. And I've done about everything you can imagine in crypto, and I still do it. Trading, DeFi, I've been in ICOs, I've done launch pads. Funny enough, when I got into crypto, the only thing you could do was buy and sell crypto. There was actually no use to it yet. That's how long I've been around. Although crypto's not that old, relatively speaking, only about 14 years old or so. But nonetheless, when I say I've been in it for 6-7 years, that's a long time in crypto land. And something I discovered about Bitcoin and crypto and the markets is having to do with the cycles it goes through. We'll get into that in a second because it's very important for you to know this, and I find it overwhelming that every live stream I do, I ask a simple question, and I am always blown away how many people don't know the answer to it because it's the most important thing to know in crypto. It's day one stuff, and you must know it if you want to actually succeed in crypto. So we'll get to that in a second also. But I just wanted to introduce myself, let you know, hey, I've been around for a while. I'm actually legitimate, everything like that. 'Cause it's important to know if you're going to get information from somebody, it's important to have some level of credentials with them. Do I know everything? Heck no. Do I get things wrong? Absolutely. But I've been around for a while and I know that I can add some value and help you in this situation. Or at least share with you what I've discovered so far. And when I came across this natural law of the universe that helps predict the future price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptos. Let's just say, be sure to watch this video till the end. Because I'm going to show you how we use it to predict the future price of Bitcoin in the next bull market, the future price of Ethereum in the next bull market, and how to use it to predict altcoins price in the next bull market. And this is going to be teaching, so I like to interact, right? So I will, even though I'm not in front of an audience and I can't hear you, I'm still going to ask you questions and I want you to respond because if I say something, maybe you hear it. But if you say it, you definitely hear it. And key points that are important for you to know, I'm going to ask you a question. Yes, you're at home, it might be silly, maybe you're in a car, but say it out loud. It's going to really help you remember the important points that we hit here. Okay? What do you say? Say okay. Now that we've established all that, let's dive in. You know me, we've introduced ourselves, we set the groundwork. Let's dive in and get started in the first spot. The first thing that you need to know in crypto that by far and away most people don't know, used to surprise me a lot, it doesn't so much anymore, but I'm going to tell you the most important thing that you need to understand in crypto, and then we're going to get into the natural law and price prediction. But let me show you this very important thing first. Does that sound good? Say yes. This is the thing that you absolutely must know. This is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. What is this? The lifetime chart of Bitcoin, right? This chart in particular that we are looking at goes all the way back here to October 2009. You see that down below. And boy, doesn't that look like a chart you want to be part of. Bitcoin back then started at a penny, and it went all the way up to about 69,000 so far. Now, the really important thing I want to show you, we're going to get to the natural law, I'm going to explain it to you, but you need to understand this very important thing first, to understand how these cycles work. You see how Bitcoin has this pattern? Green big up, red big down, green up, red down, green up, red down, green up, red down. Right now we seem to be in a bit of a green up time. So why is that? What's with these blue lines right here? This is the very important thing that you must know. Every single person must know this and understand this. But you know what? It's not real hard to know. It's not real hard to understand. I'm going to share it with you right now. Each of these blue lines represents the date of the Bitcoin halving. Each of these blue lines represents the date of what? The Bitcoin halving, exactly. And look at what happens to price after every one of these blue lines. Uh-oh, do you see this line out here in the future in April of 2024? Looking at history, what's probably going to happen there? Again, this is the future date of the next Bitcoin halving. It's the future date of the what? The next Bitcoin halving, exactly. And I'm going to explain the Bitcoin halving to you in a second. But I want you to see how price rises after every one of them. We're going to be using that natural law of the universe to predict what price Bitcoin is going to get to over here after the next halving. So what is a Bitcoin halving and why is it important? So to help with that, we're going to go to investopedia.com. I absolutely love this site. Look at this right here, Bitcoin halving, an event when the reward for mining Bitcoin transactions is cut in half. One of the most pivotal events on Bitcoin's blockchain is a halving when the reward for mining is cut in half. As of right now, network participants who validate transactions, aka miners, are awarded 6.25 Bitcoin for each block successfully mined. The next halving is expected to occur in April or May of 2024, where the block reward will fall in half to 3.125. Are you getting this now? The Bitcoin halving makes the block rewards get cut in what? Half. That's right. They reduce the rate at which new coins are created and lower the available amount of new supply. So when you add up those rewards right now, 6.25 Bitcoin for each block, that adds up to about 900 Bitcoin per day. And that 900 Bitcoin per day is split up amongst all the miners in all the world. So after the next halving, it will go from 900 a day to 450 a day to get split up amongst all the miners in all the world, making a dramatic effect on the supply and demand. When supply goes down and demand stays the same or goes up, let's just say demand stays the same, what happens to price? Hence the halving. That's why you see the price chart of Bitcoin shoot up after the halving, because it's important to also realize it takes a certain amount of money and energy to produce a Bitcoin, to run the mining rigs. Right now, this is basically how much it costs to mine one Bitcoin at different places in the world just for the energy cost. Just for the what? The energy cost. So that doesn't include rent and salaries and maintenance and taxes and upkeep and all that stuff. Just the energy cost to mine one Bitcoin in each country is what you see on the chart right here. Currently in the United States, it's a little over 20,000, Russia 16,000, Pakistan, China 25,000, Canada almost 25,000. Again, that's just what? Just energy cost, not including all the other stuff. So when a halving happens, so this is the cost, energy cost of mining a Bitcoin when they're able to get 900 a day. When it goes down to 450, what's going to happen to that energy cost? It's going to double. So we have two things. We have miners having to pay about double to mine one Bitcoin, and they're mining half as many Bitcoins. It has a dramatic effect on the supply and demand dynamics of Bitcoin, because much of the Bitcoin available for sale in the world comes from miners that mine it recently. So if miners are making less Bitcoin, there's less available for sale, and as demand stays the same, supply is actually down, supply available. And it's costing twice as much to mine a Bitcoin. All of these things come together to force the price of Bitcoin up. That's why you see on this chart, the price of Bitcoin shoot up after every halving. So the question becomes, not so much to me, in my opinion, based on historical data, not is it going to go up, but how far is Bitcoin going to go up? And that's where this natural law comes into effect. And I'm going to demonstrate that here very shortly. This natural law is a crucial factor of the actual existence of the universe. Crucial factor in the existence of what? The universe. So what is it? It is what is referred to as Fibonacci. It has something called the golden ratio, but there are a number of ratios. Look right here. Its astounding functionality in nature suggests it's important as a fundamental characteristic of the universe. Fundamental characteristic of the what? The universe. There are many instances of it. Here are a few. Flower petals, seed heads, look at that. Pine cones, look at that. Tree branches, shells, Look at that. Spiral galaxies, hurricanes, faces, fingers, animal bodies, reproductive dynamics, and even DNA molecules. And here we are back at one of my favorite sites that we've already been to, Investopedia. They talk about the golden ratio, they talk about Fibonacci, how nature's ratio can be used for investing, and it has been used for decades. In particular, they're talking about the golden ratio, but there are a number of Fibonacci ratios that are used in markets. There are Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci arcs, Fibonacci fans, Fibonacci time zones, and that, my friends, is to just name a few. So we are going to use Fibonacci in the natural law of the universe to predict Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoin prices. And how we're going to use it for Bitcoin and Ethereum is different than how we're going to use it for altcoins. So be sure to watch till the end. And of course, I'm also going to tell you where you can learn to earn crypto passively every day. Let's get started. So in particular here, going back to the lifetime Bitcoin chart, we're actually going to use something over here called a trend-based Fibonacci extension. Let's test it to see if it works. So what we do, we mark down here at this low, right? This was this bear market. Click there, click at the high of the next bull market, which is right there. And then down here at the bottom of this bear market, down here, you see where that line lines up with the bottom of the last bear market, the bottom of the red. And as you can see, Bitcoin price got right here between the 2.6 and the 3.6. It gave us about 53,000 to 72,000. It showed us that Bitcoin was probably going to get into that range, and it got almost to the 3.618. So we are going to use this to predict Bitcoin's price out here in the future. Are you excited yet? So what we're going to do is we're going to draw one now. We're going to go to this low, to this high, to this low. We're going to assume Bitcoin has bottomed. Let's pull this down. Now, in the last market, over here, we got between the 2.6 and the 3.6, almost to the 3.618 in this last market down here. Now, Bitcoin has had diminishing returns over time, meaning that it doesn't keep going up at bigger and bigger multiples. It goes up at lower and lower multiples. So if it got up here to the 3.618 back here, it seems to me that the 2.618 should be the very, very potential high. But I like to be really conservative. So to me, it looks like Bitcoin should land somewhere between the 1 and the 1.618, which would put it somewhere between 81,000 and 122,000. If we went right in the middle of that, what would we have? About $100,000. So now, instead of us just throwing out a number out of our butts, we've actually used historical price data and a natural law of the universe to give us a price range, to give us a high degree of probability. Nothing is certain. There's no such thing as certainties, only probabilities. And this tells me that Bitcoin should land somewhere between 81,000 and 188,000, with a much higher probability range between 81 and 122, which puts it at about 100,000. And instinctually, in your gut, doesn't that sound about right? Let's check out Ethereum next. Now here's where we get an opportunity to test the Fibonacci extension again. We're going to do it here with Ethereum. And wouldn't it be wild if we had the same turnout as we did with Bitcoin? That would kind of give us more certainty that this whole Fibonacci natural law type thing has some validity, wouldn't it? Well, let's draw a Fibonacci extension here. Let's go down here, up here. I'm going to draw it out here so we can see, and then draw it down here. And here we go. Look at this. Well, wouldn't you just be nuts right now? Look at this. 2.618, 3966. The 3.618 Fibonacci gives us 5449. Look where Ethereum landed, right between those two again, with it being closer to the 3.618 because it got to about 4,800. Did it land in between the same Fibonacci ratios as Bitcoin? Say yes. Is that a coincidence? Say no. So now are you wondering, what's the Fibonacci extension going to show for Ethereum out here in the future? Say yes. Now we're going to draw this and it's going to give us a number. I want to remind you that the way that we're going to do this for altcoins, coins that are other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, we are going to do it differently because we don't have enough price data history on almost every altcoin, on most altcoins, to be able to do this Fibonacci extension. So we need to do it a different way. So don't you go anywhere yet. Are you excited? You want to see what this number is? Say yes. So let's draw it. We'll go down here. There was the bottom down here. Click it. We'll go up here, line up with that top. And then we're going to go down here, assume we've bottomed. Line it up with that bottom of that red, about 884. So in the last market, the last bull market here, ETH got to about the 3.618, so I don't expect it to get back up to there. The 2.618 is more of what I expect. So I'm going to do the same thing as Bitcoin, roughly. But because of Ethereum being now deflationary, meaning that there are less Ethereum every single day than there was the day before, because that's a change that's happened since this last market. It happened down here with that whole thing called the merge. Called the what? The merge. So for me, I think Ethereum is going to land somewhere between the 1.618 and the 3.618. Call it somewhere around here, probably 11 to 14,000. Seems like the highest probability range based on data, based on supply and demand dynamics, based on a natural law of the universe. A natural law of the what? The universe. So to repeat myself, the highest probability range for Ethereum based on this data is right here, so about 8,600 up to 18,000, with about 13,000 being in the middle. All right, now we're going to show how I do altcoins. I'm still going to use Fibonacci-based extensions, but not in the same way we did with Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're going to use them, but not in the same way as Bitcoin and Ethereum. We have to get a little bit more tricky, a little bit more sly, a little bit more clever, a little bit more veteran to be able to figure this out. So here's where we start no matter the altcoin. And I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to do an example of an altcoin, one of my favorite ones to do. So let's dive in. Now, since most altcoins don't have the price history, right, in terms of time, they haven't been around as long as Bitcoin and Ethereum. They haven't been around as long as what? Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's right. So we still want to use that natural law of the universe, the Fibonacci ratios. So what we do instead, since most altcoins don't have enough price data, enough history for us to do a Fibonacci extension like we showed with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the thing that we do have is the total crypto market cap. In case you don't know what that is if you take every single coin in crypto and add them all together, that gives you the number. Right now we are at about $1.143 trillion, trillion with a T, in terms of if you add up all the cryptos in all the land, they add up to about 1.14 trillion. Now, at the peak of the last bull cycle, we got to about right here. What's this whole thing with the color lines that I have drawn here? Come on, you know what it is. Fibonacci extension. I already drew it. And where did it get to? It called it right here. It got right above the 3.618. It got just over 3 trillion at the peak of the last cycle, which was in when? Look down at the bottom. November of 2021. It got up to just over $3 trillion, which again was right around the 3.618, just like Bitcoin, just like Ethereum. So now what we're going to do is we are going to use the Fibonacci extensions to help us determine what we think the highest probable number or range is for the total crypto market cap in the next bull cycle. That's the number we are going to use to help us, to give us a natural law of the universe number, a historical price database number to go off of to give us a price prediction for whatever altcoin we're going to use. I'm going to show you which altcoin I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it based on what we get here. So let me draw the Fibonacci extension for the future. So let's click it. We're going to go down here, up here, and down here. Line it up. So last time we got to the 3.618 down here. Okay, I would say that is the very high probability range for the total crypto market cap. I would say the lower range is probably around 5.47. So I would say the highest probability range of the total crypto market cap of what it gets to in the next cycle, right? And what is the total crypto market cap? It's all the coins in all of crypto added together. So our high probability range is between the 1.618, which is 5.479 trillion with a T, and up here at the 3.618, which is a little over 11 trillion, with right in the middle being about 8.4 trillion. So I'm going to go right in the middle here, be conservative, and say a number to pick for the next total crypto market cap that has a reasonably high probability to it, we'll say is 8 trillion. I'm even going under this number. We're going to say 8 trillion. That is the number we are going to use as the total crypto market cap going forward. And that is how we are going to assess and predict what we believe the next price high is for whatever altcoin we're going to use. And the coin I'm going to use is ApeCoin. So what we're going to do, since ApeCoin has only been around since about March of 2022, it doesn't have enough price data for me to do a Fibonacci extension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that number from the crypto market cap, and I'm going to ask myself, ApeCoin, what would be a coin that I would compare Ape to from the last bull cycle? I'm going to compare it to what? A coin from the last bull cycle. What would be a good one? The one that I land on is Shiba Inu. That's the coin that I'm going to compare ApeCoin to, and we're going to get to how I'm going to do that in a second. But the reason being is because Shiba Inu is what? It's a meme coin. Well, ApeCoin's also a meme coin, but it also has functionality and utility, and it is part of the most premier brand in crypto. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Yuga Labs. Yuga Labs even owns CryptoPunks. They have that other side game coming out. They have a lot going for them, but they also have the meme coin factor and the strong sense of community like Shiba Inu. So Shiba Inu is a really good comparison. What did Shiba Inu do in the last cycle? Let's look. I'm a little winded. I just took the dog out, but I'm back. I stopped the video quick to do this. So looking at speaking of Shiba Inu, I don't have Shiba Inu dog, but anyways, kind of looks like that actually. So going in here right now, again, we're on CoinMarketCap, $1.18 trillion total crypto market cap is what we have right now. And we know we got to just over a $3 trillion crypto market cap in the last bull cycle. What did we get to? A $3 trillion market cap in the last cycle. Let's scroll down and find Shiba Inu. Where is Shiba Inu? Right now, it's number 16 overall. Let's pull it up. So here we have it pulled up. Let's click on market cap. Let's go all time. And it looks like the all-time high for Shiba Inu, let's line it up, was about $43 billion. $43 billion under a, how big of a total crypto market cap? 3 trillion with a T. So 43 billion out of 3 trillion at its peak. So here's where we really start to get clever. Check this out. So I got my calculator out. What did Shiba Inu get to? Got to about 43 billion. Check this out. We're going to go 43 divided by 3,000. Why 3,000? Because 3,000 represents billions. 3,000 billions is 3 trillion. So we're taking 43 billion divided by 3,000 billion. Let's hit the equal. Boom. 1.43333%. So at its peak, Shiba Inu took up that much of the total crypto market cap. Remember that, because we're going to come back to it. But first, let's take ApeCoin. ApeCoin, let me pull it up. But remember, we got to about a $43 billion market cap. So let's go to Ape. So ApeCoin right now is about $2. And its market cap is 728 million with an M, not a B, with an M. So what was Shiba Inu's all-time high market cap? What was it? 43 billion. Check this out. Let's go 43 divided by 0.728. Actually, check this out. 59. Okay, 59. What does that mean? Well, that means 43 billion. Let's double check to make sure we got it. 43 divided by 0.728, right? 728 million is 0.728 billion with a B, right? So 0.728 out of 43 billion gives us this number, right? 43 divided by 0.728, 59. So that's a multiple, 59x, okay? Check this out. So at ApeCoin's current market cap, if all it does is get to 43 billion, which was Shiba Inu's market cap high in the last bull market, under a how big of a total crypto market cap? 3 trillion. So if Shiba got to 43 billion under a $3 trillion crypto market cap, it seems very probable for ApeCoin, with it being such a comparable, if not superior project in about every way that I can think of, right? I try to be conservative. ApeCoin seems far superior to Shiba in about every single way, but it has all the elements that Shiba has and more, right? So for it to get to 43 billion, right, under what do we project the next market cap to be? 8 trillion. So 43 billion out of 8 trillion is literally more than 2.5 times easier, right? 43 billion in a $3 trillion market cap, 43 billion out of an $8 trillion market cap is much easier. So what we do, 43 billion divided by 0.728 gave us this number. So what do we do with this number? We're going to take it times the price of the coin. We're just call it 2. Actually, no, we got to be conservative. 1.98 equals, oh Lord, what's that number? That means if ApeCoin just gets to a $43 billion market cap, it's at $116 per coin. And we're talking about doing that under an $8 trillion market cap. This seems highly probable to me because ApeCoin and Shiba are very similar, but Ape is actually a lot better in my assessment because it has a lot more going for it. Did you just feel like you don't have enough Ape? Don't go anywhere yet. I'm actually going to show you how to learn how to earn ApeCoin passively for free every day. Don't go anywhere yet. So $116, that is the lower range. Let's just be really conservative and call it $100. $100. If ApeCoin just gets to a $43 billion market cap, which Shiba Inu was able to do when the total crypto market cap was only 3 trillion, ApeCoin getting to 43 billion under an $8 trillion market cap seems easier. Yes or yes? But again, let's be really conservative. So this is our lower range, $100 for ApeCoin, which is what? That's a 50, a little over a 50x from here, meaning every ApeCoin we buy at $2, we expect it to turn into 100 on the lower range. No guarantees, not financial advice. I'm just using data to give us a reasonable estimate and build a model to give us a projection. So if this is the lower part of the range, what's the higher? So $100 is the lower end. Again, what's the higher? What's the higher end of the range? Well, we're basically just going to go 8 divided by 3. 8 trillion divided by 3 trillion equals that number. That's our multiple. So now we're going to take that times 100 because that was our lower conservative range number for the ApeCoin price. That equals about $266. So basically, our range for ApeCoin in the next cycle is somewhere between $100 and $250, which means we are looking at a 50x to a 130, 125x for ApeCoin at its peak. And that may sound crazy to you, right? But welcome to crypto. Let me add something else into the fold. There is going to be a very bullish event in the future for ApeCoin specifically. Are you familiar with the ApeCoin game? Other side. So let's look at it. Because if you remember back in April of 2022, right at the end, I think it was April 30th, let's go all-time price. Look at this spike right here. What date was that on? It says April 28th. Price spiked all the way up to, It says 23, but I know it got up to almost $28, right? CoinMarketCap isn't perfect on its prices here. Shiba Inu's market cap actually got higher than 43 billion, but I'm being conservative. So what caused that was the other side land sale. They did 100,000 pieces of land and you had to buy it in ApeCoin. Let me tell you a little secret. They sold 100,000 pieces of land, but there's 200,000 pieces of land, meaning that they are going to do another land sale, their final land sale, sometime in the future. If you were them, when would you do the next land sale? I know when I would do it, and if I'm thinking it, it's probably what you're thinking, and they've been way ahead of us. You would do that final land sale in the next bull market to get peak value. Look what it did right here to price. It went from, on the 16th, it was down at like $11, $10, and over a matter of 10 days, it shot up to, I know it got to almost $28. And this was in the bear market. Imagine what it will do in the bull market. And also imagine the PR and the marketing and the teasing and the game that will actually be able to be played at that point in the bull market. The hype is going to be unreal, and I'm going to sell my ApeCoin into that. That is when I think ApeCoin will hit its peak value of somewhere between $100 and $250. Now, if you're feeling like you don't have enough ApeCoin, hold on. I buy ApeCoin a lot, but before you go do any of that, there's actually a way to earn ApeCoin passively every single day. You take your ApeCoin, you put it in this place, and you're earning ApeCoin on your ApeCoin every day passively. You do something one time, and then you're earning it every single day. Are you interested in that? If you are, let me show you something. So as long as it's cool with you that I show you something that I put together for you to help you kind of up-level your skills and put more tools in your tool belt and start doing things like being able to earn crypto passively and actively without spending money. If you're interested in that, I hope you are, yes or yes. If you are, let me show you something. So below the video that you're watching by now, something should have popped up down here. And here's what I want to tell you about. I put together my DeFi, my Yield Wizard DeFi course, and I put together my trading fundamentals and trading masterclass into a package I call the Crypto Pro package, excuse me. It's a total value of $891, and I'll let you have it for just $37. Let me explain this real quick. So in the Yield Wizard DeFi course, I want to be very clear. I have used hundreds of DeFi protocols, maybe over 1,000 at this point. And I've been using DeFi for around 4 years, which is basically as long as DeFi has been around. I've learned a lot in that time. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've figured out how to research projects, how to assess them. And after all of that, there are really only 5 DeFi projects that I use. And if you can see here, you probably see why, right? I'm earning around 50% on my ApeCoin. That means for every 100 ApeCoin I have, over the course of a year, I earn another 50 ApeCoin for free. And what did we say ApeCoin's price was going to be? Somewhere between $100 and $250. So that means those 50 ApeCoin that I earn, that means that's going to be worth, in my opinion, in my assessment, somewhere between $5,000 and $12,500. That alone is worth way more than $37, yes or yes. But that's if I just have 100 ApeCoin. What if I have 1,000 ApeCoin? And I do, and you do, what I show you to do with them in this Yield Wizard DeFi course. You got 1,000 ApeCoin. That means over the course of a year, the first year, you'll earn around 500 ApeCoin. So now you'll have 1,500 ApeCoin. That 500 ApeCoin earned in year 1 would be worth what based on our assessment? Well, lower range, $100, right? So 100 times 500 is what? That's 50 grand. Let's say that Ape totally poops the bed and only gets to $50. If Ape only gets to $50, well, what's 50 times 500? That's 25 grand, buddy. I'm giving this away at 37. The only reason I'm even charging for it is because I've learned over time when I give things away for free, people don't watch them and they certainly don't use them because it's human psychology. When we get things for free, we don't value them even if they're valuable. Let me tell you my story here real quick. So I put together this trading masterclass. I'm putting this together in the Crypto Pro package too, because trading is an active skill to be learned that allows you to do things like profit when price goes down, earn crypto when price goes up or down without spending money. It's a very valuable skill. It's an active strategy. What I teach you up here in the Yield Wizard DeFi course is a passive strategy. So let me tell you a story real quick about the masterclass. I spent about 3 months making this masterclass. I spent time recording, re-recording, editing, tweaking, making it really, really good because I've been trading for a number of years too, trying to put together as much as I could into one class and make it real good without being too confusing or too wordy and really get the points across. So I spent almost 3 months making it, and I gave it away for free to my TikTok audience. Hundreds of people got that masterclass for free. It was about a 2-hour class, is about a 2-hour class. Guess what the average watch time was? 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Meaning most people didn't even push the play button. I spent all this time making something that is absolute gold and extremely valuable, and I gave it to people, trying to help people, and by far and away, most of them wouldn't even push the play button, let alone use it. So that bothered me, and I thought, how can I get people to watch this and use it? This is so useful. If I'm kind of selfish, I want to start getting messages from people about the benefits they're getting from it. I mean, it was crickets when I gave it away for free. I wanted to get messages from people seeing their results, right? So I'm selfish like that. And so I thought, how can I get people to actually watch this and use it? I was out for a walk one day thinking about this, and a thought hit me, and it said, when people pay, they pay attention. I thought, damn, that's true. So I started charging for it. Guess what happened? The average watch time went from 8 minutes to 2 hours. And then I started getting messages from people like, oh my God, I wish I knew this sooner. Holy crap, the price of ETH just went down and I just earned ETH. Holy crap, the price of Bitcoin went up and I just earned Bitcoin and I didn't even buy anything. Stuff like that. So then later I came out with the Yield Wizard DeFi course. I knew already not to give that away for free because people wouldn't use it. So like I said, I have to charge for this stuff, but it's not expensive, $37. But by charging for it, the probabilities of you watching this stuff and actually using it go up dramatically, because that's what I really want, right? And I want to see messages from people going, oh my God, I'm earning ApeCoin. This is crazy. I wish I knew this sooner, which are the messages that I get now. And that's just ApeCoin, right? I'm showing you how to earn Atom. I'm showing you how to earn ETH. This ETH one is really interesting. Because have you ever heard the saying, the house always wins? Have you ever thought, damn, I'd like to be the house? Would you like to be the house? In this protocol, where you earn ETH, you are the house. You put dollars in this protocol and fund the house. Exactly the way that you're thinking about it, exactly the way you would fund a casino, right? You're funding the house, and what you do is you earn a percentage of the fees the house takes on, because you are a funder of the house. And I earn roughly, and you will too, roughly 30% on my dollars in Ethereum. And actually, it's two-sided because I earn Ethereum, but the way that I fund the house that I show you to do, that coin that we fund the house with actually goes up in value too, not to get too explanatory on it, but the coin that we actually buy to fund the house is backed by Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So as Bitcoin and Ethereum go up, that coin we bought goes up, and we're earning around 30% in Ethereum in addition. And there's a couple more protocols that I use also. So I have spent probably over 1,000 hours easy doing DeFi. And I just give you my best of my best of my best, and you get to hop right to the line, not go through all the crap and pain that I've went through, and just get to use all the good stuff. And you get to get the knowledge of actually knowing how to use DeFi now, because DeFi is extremely powerful. It allows you to passively earn money and crypto. Is that powerful? Is that good? Yes or yes? So in addition to showing you through video, this is all video. It's all instant access, yours to keep forever. These are all videos, step-by-step walkthrough, right? So these are videos, like the 8 video, it's about a 20-minute video. You watch it, you do go step-by-step, you click the buttons, and you're done. and then you're just earning ApeCoin every single day. Same thing with Atom, same thing with ETH, same thing with the two other protocols I show you in there. And I also show you in there how to qualify for a couple upcoming major airdrops. What's an airdrop in case you don't know? Well, when a crypto project doesn't have a coin and then they have a coin, what they'll commonly do is airdrop that coin to people that were supporters of the network, right? And so you literally get airdropped, just like it sounds, coins dropped in your lap, in your wallet. And it's like, woo, it's free money, straight up, right? So I show you a couple that are definitely going to do airdrops. When, I don't know, but I do know how to qualify for them, and you can do the exact same things too because they're videos step by step. Like I said, there is a ton of value in here. This is my best of my best stuff that I've put together for you. Like the Ape one alone, I've demonstrated how valuable that is, right? I mean, if you got 100 ApeCoin, which today would only, at the time of me recording this, would only cost about $200. So that's your maximum downside is $200. With an upside, in year one of earning 50 ApeCoin, turning that 100 ApeCoin into 150 ApeCoin, getting 50 ApeCoin for free passively over the course of a year. And I don't think the peak of the bull market is going to be for another year and a half to 2 years. So I expect every 100 ape I have to be closer to 200 ape. But I'm trying to be conservative with you. If all you do is earn 50 ape on every 100 you have, right? I think that's going to be somewhere between $5,000 and $12,500 on those 50 ape. And again, if ape just totally poops the bed and only gets to $50, well, that's still $2,500, right? Because $50 times 50 ApeCoin, $2,500. Is that worth at least $37? Yes or yes, right? And that's again if you only have 100 ApeCoin. Like if you have 1,000, we already went through the numbers of that. So I think you're probably in at a measly $37 already, but I want to tell you more about the trading stuff because this is an active skill. None of this is get rich quick. They are skills to add to your tool belt, skills to have at your skill set, right? Gives you a massive edge on the rest of the crypto market because only a small percentage of people in crypto know how to do any of this stuff. Meaning if you know how to do it, that is a big advantage. So I just want to explain more of this to you. I'm sure you're already in at $37 because it's such a no-brainer. I will be raising the price on that too very soon. I'm just launching this Crypto Pro package right now. Again, so over here with the trading, right? So I want to show you this. This is my private Discord. To get in the private Discord, you have to be a Lever Atlas member, which if you actually go through the masterclass, you will get an opportunity to join Lever Atlas at a discount too, actually. It's a private Discord, and if you've never been in a private Discord, it is 10,000 leagues above any public Discord you've ever been in. It's an extremely different experience. Like in the private Discord, I'm in there all the time. I'm answering people's questions. I'm sharing things I'm finding, trade setups that I'm seeing, etc. Anyways, over here we have a section called the Profit Board. And this is I'm recording this video right now. I think it's the 26th today. So this was from yesterday. Oreo here, he got into a long trade, which I'll explain more what that is in the masterclass and the trading fundamentals course. And basically, it means you profit when price goes up, but it's not buy low, sell high. You're not buying anything. He got in at $88.8. It went up to $89.5. He made 17.5% without buying anything, and his profits are paid to him in Tether. Here's a trade I did. This was actually on XRP. I got in at 78.97. The price went down to 77.3, and I made 10.5% paid to me in Tether. And that's another trade I did. Who cares what I do? Here's Abe. Boy, he did good there on a long 165%. Let me find you when Hector got earned Tether here on this Sol trade. And what I'm really trying to point out is that most of these people had no clue how to do any of this until they took that masterclass and went through the trading fundamentals course. Here's one Hector did. He got in at 21.38. It went down to 21.09. He profited 27% because the price went down without buying or selling anything. Again, that profit was paid to him in Tether. Here's one that's really interesting. Back on June 22nd, Degimon here, he did this trade. Here's what's really interesting about this trade. I'm not sure what price he got in at, but it was a short. So the price went down. The price went down, and he profited over 51%. 1% without buying or selling anything. What's really interesting about this particular trade, you see how this says USD over here, not USDT like these other ones? That means his price went down and his profit was paid to him in Ethereum. He earned Ethereum because the price went down without spending any money. And you can do the same thing when it goes up on a long too. You can earn Tether, which is or stable coin, or you can earn the actual coin. You see how this is advanced level stuff? This is skills and tools in the tool belt, giving people edges in the market. That's why I include this in the Crypto Pro package. Teaches you all about DeFi and all about crypto trading, and I give you my best of my best of my best. So let me sum all this up for you one more time, right? We have the Yield Wizard DeFi course. You get my best of my best, my 5 DeFi protocols that I use after years of experience in using hundreds of DeFi protocols. You get to leverage my experience and just hop the line and get exactly where I am today, right? And you can see the yields that you're getting here. These are all videos, step by step. Click the buttons, do the things, and you are done. And then you are passively, what's the word? Passively earning every single day, okay? And in addition to that, now you know how to DeFi, buddy. You have the knowledge. That can't be taken from you. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. That's the what? That's the big thing, because now you know. Now you got knowledge. Now you're dangerous, okay? Plus, I show you how to qualify for 2 upcoming airdrops, and I will probably add to that more airdrops to that as I find ones that I think are worth participating in and trying to get into. And you'll have access to those forever when I add them in. But right now, at the time you're recording this, there's two major ones that will be happening. When, I do not know, but they will happen definitely before the end of the next bull run. Airdrop. Just dropped right in your lap, dropped right in your wallet. I also have videos showing you how to set up a wallet if you don't know how to set up a wallet. I promise you, whatever things you might have going on in your mind about why you might not be able to do this or why you can't do this or whatever limiting belief you have going on in here, I have answers for in the DeFi course, in the masterclass, in the fundamentals course. I have answers to all your questions. I have instructions to help you with every single thing, everything you've thought of, and a lot of things you haven't thought of, okay? And the trading masterclass and the trading fundamentals course, that's all about trading, right? That's an active skill, right? The Yield Wizard DeFi course is a passive strategy. It's a skill, but it's a passive strategy to earn what? To earn passively. And trading is an active skill to be learned, to learn how to profit when price goes down, to learn how to profit when price goes up and down and actually earn crypto without spending any money. Very powerful. Get the masterclass and the fundamentals course, total value of at least $891. I mean, if all you did is just learn the ape thing, like we talked about, right? You say you got 100 ape, and all you do is you just earn 50 ape in the next year, and that ape goes to $100. Well, there's $5,000 right there, and that's on the low end of our projection, right? If that's all you get from this, is it worth $891? Yep. What am I charging? $37, because I'm just launching this right now, right here in July. I will be raising the price, but this is the beginner price, no doubt about it. This is an absolute no-brainer. I shouldn't even be talking about it this long. You've watched this video with me. You understand how much of an absolute no-brainer this is. They're all videos, step-by-step, instructional, etc., showing you exactly what to do, okay? I don't think I have anything else to do. Now, with all this being said, like whether you choose to do this or not, this opportunity is obviously very obvious, right? The value is apparent. And whether you choose to do this or not, it's not going to affect me either way, right? It's not going to affect me either way. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's not going to change my life. But what can it do for yours, right? To get in there and start leveling up your skills, become more of a crypto pro, start learning how to use DeFi and use it in a much safer way, because you get to learn directly from me and leverage all my experience and watch the videos showing you exactly what to do with the few protocols that I actually use. Start learning more about that powerful active skill of trading. That can have a big impact for you. And to be honest, $37, like, what's that? Like a couple beers at a football game? I'll tell you, most people don't hesitate to drop $37 on a couple beers at a football game, and that's worthless. That's less than worthless. This is an actual investment in yourself. This actually has a return. Now, I can't legally make financial guarantees, right? Not give financial advice. I'm presenting all this to you. You make your own decision. But what do you have to risk? 37 bucks? And again, most people don't hesitate to spend way more than that on a few beers at a football game. I find investing in ourselves is the best thing that we can do. Is that fair? Do you agree with that? Yes or yes? So that's it for this video. Click the button, get the Crypto Pro package, and get started. Like the 8 video, I mean, you can watch that video and get it all going within an hour, hour and a half. And now you know how to DeFi. Now you got a skill. Now you have knowledge, right? And then you go start earning Atom. Then you go start being the house and earning Ethereum. And you use the other 2 protocols I use. And you go qualify yourself for some airdrops. And you just keep stacking. Like, I'm adding ApeCoin to that ApeCoin protocol regularly, right? And so I'm earning more and more and more and more as time goes on. And as I earn rewards from the Ape protocol, I claim those rewards and I compound them, I reinvest them into the protocol, so I'm earning ape on ape on ape, and you know the price projections for that. That alone, if I were charging $891, that alone would make this whole thing worth way more than that, right? 37, no brainer. I shouldn't even be talking about it anymore. It's just so obvious. But anyways, thanks for watching all this with me. The price prediction, that is something that you can absolutely pay attention to. That is solid. Is that going to definitely be what happens? No, I can't predict the future with 100% certainty, but the probabilities lean that that's a pretty good estimate, right? Regardless of any of that, I really hope to see you in here. I want to get a message from you saying, oh my God, I'm earning free ApeCoin. Holy crap, I did my first trade and I earned Ethereum because the price went down. That's what I want. And hopefully, maybe you go far enough and you take the opportunity to join Lever Atlas, my private community, right? With that, you get my private Discord. You get my elite level trading course, which is advanced, advanced, advanced. And then you also get access to my custom indicator. But that's down the road. Right now, this is where you're at. And this right here is the perfect place for most people to be. So I hope to see you on the other side. Click the button down below and start going on it. Every day that passes by, you're not earning passively. Take care.